The sun rose softly over a quiet barangay tucked between rice fields and low green hills. Morning light slipped through bamboo windows, touching the simple wooden house where Miguel, a 19-year-old Filipino, lay awake on a thin mattress. Roosters crowed in the distance. Somewhere nearby, a kettle whistled. Life was moving, but Miguel felt stuck. He had no clear career, no big plan, no map for the future. After high school, Miguel stayed home. College felt impossible, too expensive, too far, too uncertain. His friends had gone different ways. Some worked in the city, some left for abroad, some seemed to know exactly who they wanted to become. Miguel didn't. Each day he helped his mother with chores, ran small errands, and watched the hours pass like clouds drifting slowly across the sky. At night, when the world grew quiet and cicadas sang, doubts grew louder. What am I doing with my life? What if I never become anything? What if I'm already too late? These thoughts followed him everywhere, like shadows he couldn't outrun. One afternoon, Miguel walked to the edge of the rice fields. The paddies were filled with water, reflecting the sky like mirrors. Farmers worked patiently, feet in the mud, faces calm. No one rushed, no one complained. They simply planted row by row, trusting that time and care would do their work. Miguel sat under a mango tree and sighed. "I don't even know where to start," he whispered to himself. That evening, while eating dinner, his Lola Rosa noticed his silence. She was old, her hands thin and wrinkled, but her eyes were sharp and kind, eyes that had seen wars, storms, and hard years. "You look heavy inside," she said gently. Miguel hesitated, then everything spilled out, his fear, his confusion, his shame, the feeling of being left behind. Lola Rosa listened without interrupting. When she finished, she smiled softly. "Miguel, do you know when I learned to cook?" Miguel shook his head. "After I was married," she said. "I burned the rice many times. I cried. I thought I was a failure, but I kept cooking anyway. I did not wait to feel ready. If I waited, we would have starved." Miguel laughed weakly. She continued, "Most people think they must feel confident before they begin, but confidence is not the beginning, it is the result." Her words settled into him, quiet but deep. That night, Miguel lay awake again, but this time thinking differently. He realized something painful and freeing at the same time. He had been waiting for a feeling that might never come, waiting to be ready, waiting to be sure, waiting to be fearless. But life doesn't wait. The next morning, Miguel did something small, very small. He borrowed his cousin's old phone and searched online for free skills he could learn. He found videos about basic graphic design, video editing, and storytelling. It wasn't a grand decision, it wasn't a life plan, it was just one click. His hands shook a little as he watched the first lesson. "I'm not good at this," he thought. "I don't even know if this is for me." But he kept watching. Days passed. Miguel practiced whenever he could, early mornings, quiet afternoons, late nights when the house slept. He made ugly designs, bad edits, slow progress. Sometimes he wanted to quit. Sometimes the old voice returned. "Who do you think you are?" But then he remembered his Lola's words. "Confidence is not the beginning, it is the result." So he started anyway, again and again. Weeks turned into months. Miguel wasn't suddenly successful. He wasn't famous, he wasn't rich, but something had changed. He was no longer standing still.
One day, a small local shop asked if he could help make a simple poster. Miguel almost said no. His heart raced. He felt unready, insecure. Then he took a breath. "Yes," he said quietly, "I can try." That poster wasn't perfect, but it was real. It existed. And when the shop owner smiled and said, "Salamat, Miguel," something warm spread through his chest. For the first time, Miguel felt hope. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady, like sunrise. Standing again by the rice fields, Miguel realized something important. Farmers don't wait for perfect weather. They plant even when the sky is uncertain, because growth requires faith. Starting before you're ready doesn't mean you're reckless. It means you're brave enough to move while still afraid. Miguel still doesn't have everything figured out. His future is not fully written, but now he is walking forward instead of standing still, and that is enough. If you are like Miguel, confused, scared, waiting, listen closely. You don't need clarity to begin. You don't need confidence to try. You don't need permission to dream. Start small. Start scared. Start imperfect. Start before you're ready. Because readiness is not the door. Action is. And on the other side of action, a better future is quietly waiting for you.